And we back. I have been getting spammed over the past couple weeks about this TikTok or maybe even Instagram filter. I don't even know. So yes, again, Kenny is late to a trend, but whatever. I'm a man of the people. So many people have asked me. I'm here to create the video. But I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how I want to make this video. Do I want to try to draft a team to beat the 73-9 record? Or do I want to pick the worst starter and try to rebuild that team to win a championship? Let's pick the worst. And this may cause some controversy, but I think it's been a couple weeks since I've done like an actual rebuild. So let's do it. The way this works is there's this filter that will land on an NBA team. And I have to pick the worst starter from that team. Okay, this is actually gonna be way more difficult than I expected. Because I don't want people mad at me because I picked the wrong worst starter. Is Cody Zeller the worst? Probably, right? Yeah, I think it's Cody Zeller. But that's the way it works. The Snapchat filter gives you a random NBA team. I got to pick what I believe to be their worst starter, put them onto a team, and do my thing and rebuild them. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. In the description, there's a link to my other channels. I've been grinding on my NBA channel and then my Kenny channel, which is just like randomness. We've been having a lot of fun over there, man. So go ahead, drop the subscriptions and subscribe here if you're new. Okay, we're about to do the first official one, all right? Here it is. Who is this first? Hey, this filter got a brother looking good. The worst starter on the Celtics. Hey, this is actually the worst kind of video I could do right now. With everything that's going on around the league, with all the injuries, all of the health and safety protocols, who are we going off their normal? You know what? To get rid of error, and so people aren't mad at me, I'm gonna let 2K decide who the worst starter is. Yeah, so y'all can be mad at 2K and not be mad at me. Every day I'm annoyed with 2K. Every single day I'm annoyed with 2K. All right, you want to know why? Because back in my day, oh, here it is. Never mind. I'm sorry, 2K. I was mad at you for no reason. When we get to no injury rosters, the worst player on the Boston Celtics starting lineup is Robert Williams. But this feels wrong, right? Right? Like, because Tristan in real life has been starting, so I think 2K is just bad. I'm going to go with Tristan Thompson as my first guy. Why not Robert Williams? Because Robert Williams hasn't actually started a game for the Celtics this season. I don't know why 2K has him as the starter. So I guess technically it would be Tristan Thompson. So Tristan, welcome to the team. This is great because we're doing things on the fly. You don't expect anything different from a video from me. All right, let's get into the next one. Who is going to be the next player on my team? It will be the Grizzlies, who've had a lot of injuries this season. So let 2K decide who the worst player on their team is. According to 2K, when everybody is healthy, DeAnthony Melton is the worst starter on the team. Why is he starting over Dylan Brooks? Do not ask me. Ask 2K. Player number 3, here we go. Hopefully we get somebody really good, somebody real lucky. We got the Kings. Is that Bagley? According to 2K, it's Buddy Hield. I'm not going to complain about the Buddy Hield one. I think that's actually pretty solid. We'll take that on this team. Running with the Orlando Magic. Oh my God. The worst starter on the Orlando Magic is Evan. Let 2K decide. I don't know. It's Markelle. Markelle's going to have some good trade value, so we are not complaining. Thank you to this filter. OKC's worst starter. All right, man. This is where we going to have some problems. They got Isaiah Roby as the worst starter. But if I'm not mistaken, Isaiah Roby has started at center when Al Horford was not playing, and Darius Bazley has been starting at power forward pretty much all season, and he is the lower overall. So I guess we go with Darius Bazley, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. I think we go with Darius Bazley because technically it's him. So we got 5 starters in the NBA. Now, the way the rest of this works for the next, I think 7 picks, we're going to have to pick somebody on whatever team we pick bench that's not the 6th man. That's not the 6th man. All right, keep that in mind. Not the 6th man. So I can't get like Lou Williams. Who's another real good 6th man this season? I can't get Jordan Clarkson. I'm going to have to get somebody that's like Georges Niang because he's the 7th, 8th man. You get me? You get me. Okay, it's just in the spirit of trying to keep this challenge difficult, we're sticking with the bench players. All right, next team. Next team we rolling with is the Spurs. Do I go with Patty Mills? Is Patty Mills the 6th man? According to 2K, Patty Mills and According to 2K, Rudy Gay and Patty Mills both play the 6-man role. So instead, I'm going to go with Lonnie Walker the fourth. Is that a better option? I don't really know. It don't really matter too much. You're like, Kenny, how do you get 2 6-mans? Technically, somebody got to be 7th. Ask 2K. They both got the same overall and get the same amount of minutes. So they're both the 6-man. Similar to like Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell last season. You get me, all right? But I end up with Lonnie Walker. I went with the younger player just because he probably have a little bit more trade value. All right. Player number 7, who you gonna be? You see all that cool stuff in the background? A lot of that was sent to me by y'all. Okay, this team doesn't have that much of a bench. So give me Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet. Shout out to Landry Shamet, aka Click Productions. It's the same person. Have you seen them together? Probably not. Houston Rockets. Give me Sterling Brown. This team is terrible, but that's cool. That's what we're here for. Next team. Oh, I can't pick my guy Tyrese Halliburton. So instead, I'll take Hassan Whiteside. Here we go. Why is it over here now? Okay, now it's at the top of my head again. We got the Jazz. I just mentioned we can't get Jordan Clarkson, so instead, you know what? Let's go with Derek Favors. Only 2 more players left, and this team could use some work, man. GM Kenny is here to stay, and we got the Warriors. Oh, who do we pick off of the Warriors? Oh, man. Brad Wanamaker. And final player before I get to doing my rebuild will be the Portland Trail Blazers. Coming off the bench for the Portland Trail Blazers, I guess I will pick Anthony Simons. All right, y'all, that's my team. It is terrible. It is god-awful. But guess what? I got to go in and do a rebuild. Y'all ready? All right, let's get into it. The team is god-awful. Hassan Whiteside is our best player. Derek Favors is right after him. Yeah, we got some things to do, but you know what? A good old-fashioned rebuild and never kill nobody, you know what I'm saying? I am guaranteeing right now a championship for this roster. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will go to extreme lengths to get us a championship. Do you hear me? And if I don't, no, there's no consequence because I can't think of anything. So just know I'm putting in my whole effort to somehow turn this team around, okay? So financially, let's take a look, because I didn't even really think about what team I was drafting. And I know I did a terrible job at it, but I think that's what makes a good video. A bad team turning into a champion. That's what that is the core of what a rebuild is about. So we got $20 million in cap right now because other than Buddy Hield, everybody on our team is on a small contract. So we have a few players in here that are younger, right? So Markelle Fultz is 3.5-star value. Lonnie Walker is 3-star value. And you know we don't play what untouchable. So we can potentially use some of these pieces as pieces to get us a star player. That's the way I'm thinking about it. Buddy Hield's contract with Markelle Fultz's ability or potential could get us somebody real good. That's the way I'm thinking. Can I snag Jimmy Butler? I don't know how many times I've had Jimmy Butler in 2K21, but it's not a high amount, man. It's I would argue that it's probably way lower than you expect. So Jimmy Butler's one of my dudes, man. So if I throw him, if I throw Markelle Fultz at the wall for him, first of all, Markelle's got similar value, G. We might be able to just get us our guy. Give us back Kelly Olynyk's contract. Oh, we literally can't do that, huh? We can't take that contract? Okay, we won't be able to take that contract. But instead, we'll take the contract of anybody but Udonis Haslem because I want him to stay there forever. Throw in the pick, throw in 2 picks, and you got yourself throw in a second, and you throw yourself another second. All right, it don't happen that easily. So instead, I'll also throw you Anthony Simons, who actually has a lower star value than I even expected. I could have swore I just saw that he was a higher star value than that. 2-star and then another first. You got yourself a deal. All right, this is a dead trade. Hey, Jimmy Butler is a 92 overall, by the way. So like, I don't feel bad that I wasn't able to pull off a trade because he's Jimmy Butler. His overall is super high. So what I'm thinking is, I try to use a guy like Tristan Thompson in a second to get somebody of higher value. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, get assets and flip them. We ain't said it in a minute. You got Mitchell Robinson. Can I somehow pull off this trade without giving up a first? You can keep Taj Gibson. I don't want him at all. I'll give you another second, though. Unprotected first. I don't want Taj Gibson. Keep that. Another second. All right, so we got Mitchell Robinson on the team. Mitchell Robinson, similar to everybody else, you make him a power forward, and where'd he go? Wait, I didn't save it. You make him a power forward, and he is a 86 overall. So, yeah, that's our trade piece now. Look at that. 4-star value. So you throw him and Buddy Hield together in the trade finder. You throw in a first-round pick on top of it. You could free up Nikola Vucevic and get the Defensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Isaac. That is a deal I'll do. Yeah. I could do that deal. I am confident in Jonathan Isaac's ability to finish top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year. He does it every single time. So we bring in Vucevic as well to be one of our stars, because obviously he's not going to be our, well, he might end up being Finals MVP. Who knows? But he's not the guy. You get what I'm saying? He's not our guy. Could that guy be Paul George? Is this a lot? I don't think it is, right? Derek Favors, D'Anthony Melton, Markelle Fultz for... Okay, at the end of the day, if this was real life, this is a lot. But we're in 2K, and I'm only here for 1 year, so I don't even care that Markelle is super young. I'm going to get him out of the team because I'm trying to win a championship. Now, like I said in the beginning, I guarantee the championship today. So I got to do everything I can to get that championship. Hey, let's get some defense, some more defense in here as we get Drew Holiday for Lonnie, Patrick Beverly on the first-round pick. Drew Holiday, welcome to the team. We're going to make Drew Holiday a shooting guard, though. Y'all know his overall will go up as a 2 at an 88, and then we're going to make Paul George a small 4. So right now, with a lot of more trades to go, we got Drew Holiday, Paul George, and then Nikola Vucevic as our big 3. But I think we got chances to grow, because I do believe this is like, I think our 2 through 4 or 2 through 5 is set. John Isaac is more of a 4 anyway. I bet his overall drops. It drops by 1. That's not that bad. I'll let it drop by 1 so we can play the power 4 position. We got defense, y'all. From 2 through 4, you're not scoring. Drew Holiday, Paul George, John Isaac? Who scored? Quit playing. So let's go find our point guard. The problem with these things is that, like, all of those guys make a lot of money. Colin Sexton and Jared Allen. That is a very interesting trade you have there, Cleveland. Can I get Colin Sexton? I think that's an easy trade, right? I think that's an easy trade to do. I think it is. He's a cheap player. I would rather run him like this. I guess we make Drew Holiday back to a point guard so he can let Colin Sexton be the 2. So Drew Holiday's overall is going to drop. But, like, Drew, Colin, Paul, John Isaac, and Vucevic? Start at 5, I think, is a whip. They want to start... No, we're not starting Jared Allen. But Jared Allen can be that big enforcer off the bench that we'll take. And the rest of the team needs a little bit of help. So let's get... I told y'all we're getting a championship. I feel good about this team, you know? So there are sometimes I do these rebuilds, and the team that I put together, I don't feel good about. I don't tell y'all that, because I want you to believe in me just as much as I believe in me. This is one of those teams I feel really good about, especially if we can bring in Markelle. Another guy on a rookie contract, another great defender. We're going to have the #1 defense in the NBA by far. Is that our identity? We always try to look for an identity when we do these things. And you know what's funny? Our coach is Greg Popovich. Where's that at? Where's system? How do I go into that? System efficiency. Boom. They're saying Colin Sexton brings us down so much. Oh, my God. But, hey. You know what I'm saying? What if I made, instead of Colin Sexton, it was Markelle? What if it's Drew Holiday, Paul George, Markelle Bridges, Jonathan Isaac, Jared Allen, and let Colin Sexton get the whole second unit? Is that smart? Probably not. It would fit I don't know how, out of all people, Markelle Bridges doesn't feel the defensive thing. That doesn't make sense to me. But hey, we got some ways to go. You know what I'm saying? We got some things to think about. Because as good as Colin Sexton is, can you imagine him? If he is your 6th man, count it. No team is beating you. Y'all know what we do with John Henson around here. We get him and we flip the asset. He is now a 78 overall, and that's going to help us get we don't have a backup 1 technically, or a backup 4 that we like. So let's make those deals. I'll bring in Daniel Tice. He can run that 4 position for us pretty easily. Pau Gasol is 40 years old. This 40-year-old man just got an NBA contract, but he shouldn't feel safe because he's not. Pau, thank you for your 30 seconds, but you're getting flipped for a point guard or for a first-round pick and Kevon Looney, and then we're going to do the Kevon Looney switch over. Then we throw him in that same pick. Everything that we just got in that trade, we're flipping it. And then that's going to get us that point guard that we need off the bench. And watch he be a really electric, very good point guard. He fits the qualifications. Derrick Rose, welcome to the team. All right, so now let's figure this out. Do we think, you know what? Forget the system proficiency thing. I'm going to run Drew, Colin, PG, John Isaac, Vucevic. Then off the bench, we'll have Jared Allen, Mikal Bridges, Derrick Rose, Daniel Tice, and Duncan Robinson. Who beating us in a 7-game series? Probably the AFC. Probably the AFC. Okay, here we go into the championship. Hopefully, LeBron won MVP. Here are the awards. 6 Man of the Year went to... Okay, I wonder who they got now. They might have signed DeMar DeRozan. No cap, man. DeMar DeRozan might be the guy. Greg Popovich, 99 defense. That's what you love to see. That's exactly what we were going for halfway through the video. All right, do we have anybody from the Spurs that make an All-NBA team? Nope. Defensive team, Drew Holiday's up there, though. Shout out to Drew Holiday. Then John Isaac, who didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. Right? Am I tripping? Or did I look right past that? No. Who? What? I'm stupid. He's on the second team, so obviously he didn't do that. I guess it was nope, it wasn't Giannis. I guess it was nope. Who was it? Rudy? It was Giannis. Okay, 2-time. That says 2-time. So Giannis did do it. So shout out to him, I guess. We don't really care because we're the 1 seed and they're the 1 seed. So if Giannis really want to see who the real Defensive Player of the Year is, we can see them in the championship. Paul George averaged 22, 6, and 4. Derrick Rose off the bench and not winning 6 Man of the Year averaged 18, 5. Shot it efficiently, so I don't know what they're about. Then we had 16 and 10 for Vucevic. Colin Sexton only 16. But, I mean, he's taking a way lesser role here than he was in Cleveland, so that makes sense. We're a good team, man. We are a defensive-minded team. We didn't care about putting up counting stats. We care about clamping you up every single night. Everybody hates to go against the Spurs now. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Bucks' defense was really close to ours. But their point differential. Our offense was also the second best behind the team with the 3 superstars. But, you know, this is what we're here for. Defensive rating. Best. Defensive rating, I don't know what that means. Let's get into it with the Rockets, who make the playoffs. Oh, they picked up Keldon Johnson out of free agency, so he helps them a lot. They are the 8th seed, though, and we should be able to get through with that. Yeah, like some 8 seeds I'm afraid of. There are others that I'm not. They were not an 8 seed I was afraid of. Markelle, we made a trade with them to get Paul George, and here they are. Paul George versus Kawhi. And Paul George is wearing the number 31, so that's bothering me. That's actually bothering me a lot. But we're going to go, I digress. We're going to keep it going. 2-1 them. 2-2. 3-2. Come on, man. Let's go, Lakers. All right, we can do this. We can do this, right? They got LeBron, so they automatically scare me a little bit. Paul George, can you guard LeBron for a series? No. But Derrick Rose off the bench gave us 20 and 6. Game 2. All right. Yep. Oh, a 40-pointer for him. Oh. Okay, now this is a team that prides themselves on defense, so let's do the defensive thing that we talk about. Do we want to put Jonathan Isaac on? I'm putting Jonathan Isaac on LeBron. That's my adjustment. Jonathan Isaac was all defensive team. I want him on LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I want him on LeBron James. I think that's probably the best case scenario for us. Even though Paul George is up there too as far as perimeter defenders, Jonathan Isaac be winning that award. And did he get the clamps? You know what? We'll take it. 29 points for LeBron. We'll take it considering he was dropping 40 pieces. All right. Yeah, John Isaac, you don't have to score as long as you're playing great defense. Another game. That's a big one. LeBron had an amazing game. Anthony Davis had a good game. But we still got Derrick Rose coming off the bench and just doing his thing. And Jonathan Isaac contributed offensively. Can we get to the championship? No. A 45-11 10 and 6 game for LeBron. See, yeah, where's my Paul George? What do you? Nope, we're not here for this. I'm shortening the rotation dramatically. Paul George is definitely not about to come into game 7 and not perform well, right? That's not like him, is it? Right, yeah, that's what I thought. That's not like him. Yeah, show him up, man. Show him up, Paul. Forget 16 free throw attempts. Tell him quit playing with you. All right, we get to the championship. Go against the Raptors. Okay. The Raptors, same team. They didn't make any moves, but they're just that championship contender. Giannis, what's up, bro? We were supposed to meet each other in the finals. And you know what? You did what you could. Where's the rest of your team? All right. I feel good about this team, beating this team. That's game 1. That's game 2. It's game 3. Thank you. Oh, my God. I was about to say they're really trying to sell the bag. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. I don't know what it turned into. And I feel like those are my favorite videos where things just happen. I edited it. And that's the end of it. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like. Subscribe if you are new. We'll be back very soon. I'll see you then. Peace.